What's up, guys? Welcome to Among the Fence, my YouTube channel writing music reviews. My name is Aaron, and if it's your first time seeing one of my videos, I'd like to welcome you to my channel where we just chill and talk about all the things that we love or hate when it comes to music. And if you have anything you want me to review, leave a comment below letting me know what it is, and I'll get you squared away. But for today's review, I can't believe I'm saying this, but we're going to be checking out the new single Dad Vibes by the band Limp Bizkit. In case if anybody's unfamiliar with Limp Bizkit, they are a rap rock nu metal band from Florida. They started around 1994 and broke up in 2006, and then they got back together in 2009, and they've been just kicking it ever since then. They currently have 5 studio albums, and they're working on their 6th studio album titled Stampede of Disco Elephants, and that's where the single comes from. And personally, if it was me, I would have abandoned this record a long time ago. It started in like 2012. They came out with a single. They switched record labels. They've had all kinds of different issues with it. It's just weird stuff going on. A lot of drama that doesn't really seem like it needs to be there. Wes Borland in like 2017 said that he finished all of the music for, I think it was 2017, might have been earlier, might have been later, but somewhere around there, he basically finished all of the music for it. They were just waiting on Fred Durst to do his part. And then like in 2018, I believe somewhere around there, Fred Durst said, yeah, the record's actually already been released. It was on a certain website. Wes Borland said he had no clue what he was talking about. And now we're getting another single off of the record. This is just something where I would have just said, you know what, just forget it. We're going to do something else instead. Dad Vibes actually premiered at Lollapalooza in Chicago on July 31st when it was played over a PA system when their set was over, and Fred Durst was then going out into the crowd and handing out t-shirts and his dad ensemble that has now gone viral. The song seemed like it was well received by fans, and then it was later fully released on all platforms on September 30th, about 2 months later. The one thing I love about Dad Vibes is just how self-aware it is. It's full of cringy lyrics in the verse and a beat that's fairly basic. And when I say like cringy, I mean it's cringy in like a good way, like a dad trying to be hip and cool. And I feel like that's what Fred Durst was really going for, especially when he was wearing his dad ensemble. And I also want to point out that Fred Durst's vocals sound just how I remember them. I actually watched a couple songs from the Lollapalooza concert and got to hear some of their old stuff. And yeah, I mean, he sounds, as far as Fred Durst is concerned, and as far as Fred Durst sounds, he sounds pretty dang good, I think. The chorus introduces a distorted guitar riff from Wes Borland, which sounds pretty decent. On a song like this, I don't really expect it to be like super, like a super complicated or super dynamic riff from him, but it does sound pretty good given the limitations that this song gives. Again, there's more cringy parent moments and lingos in the chorus as well, like new kid back on the block with a rip, dad got a sag in the back with a drip. It's just stuff that you would be embarrassed to hear your parents say, even in the privacy of your own home. Verse 2 definitely has the best lyrics and the best metaphors that get a little bit sillier, a little bit more funny, before going into another chorus and then the bridge. And the bridge is just a bunch of na-nas. There's not really anything to it whatsoever. It does have kind of a cool vocal effect going on, and then it goes into a final chorus. This song, it's kind of repetitive a little bit. I would definitely say that the verses are where it shines the most. This 2-minute long song is a lot better than I ever expected it to be. It's fun, it's bouncy. Like I said, it's self-aware, but because it doesn't really go anywhere musically, it doesn't have an actual point to it, and it doesn't really take itself seriously. It's only good for about one listen, and even then you get kind of bored halfway through just because there's not a whole lot going on. Like thinking of this song fitting onto an album, I just don't see it. This feels like a single for like a promo that you would do just to get something out there real quick in between albums. And not only that, like I said, the last single that they had for this album came out in 2014. 2 completely different sounding songs, and so much has changed since then. It's just so long. Like I said, it started this album in 2012, or almost 10 years later, 10 years of a full album. And one of the reasons why I would just decide to scrap it and do something else too is because so much changes. Like your interests change, your emotions change, everything changes. So this album is just going to be really empty, I would say. But as far as Dad Vibes go by Limp Bizkit, I'm going to have to give it a 2 out of 5. When I first went into it, I was thinking I was going to give this like a 0.3 out of 5 or even like an unlistenable. But because it's cringy and because it's supposed to be that way and they do a good job and Fred Durst has fun with it on stage and fans seem to enjoy it and it just fits this whole dad vibe thing that Fred Durst is honestly taking on very, very well in his live performances. It just works. I mean, it's not the worst thing I've ever heard, but again, I probably will never listen to it again. But I want to know what you guys think. I'll leave a link for it down in the description below. Like I said, it's only 2 minutes long. Go ahead and give it a listen and let me know what you would rate it. And if you enjoyed this review, don't forget to give it a like. Leave a comment below letting me know what I should review next. If you want to help support me and my channel, and I'll just love you forever, please consider subscribing and ringing the bell icon. That way you don't miss out on any of my future content. You don't have to go looking for me. It just shows up on your phone or your computer, and it helps me to help you, to help me. And I hope you guys all have a good rest of your day or nights whenever you happen to be watching this. And I'll talk to you guys next time.
I was trying to make it lying